There. Yay. So Professor Laney, Child Development 107. This is fall 22. And this is the Monday class, and we meet from 10:15 to 11:45. We typically meet face-to-face this semester. We're trying to get people back on campus, but I decided to do this class like half and half. And the reason we're meeting today is, if I'm not sure if you can tell, I'm struggling with my voice. So I lost my voice the last few days. And so the dean said I could do 1 week on Zoom. And then the rest of the time we will meet in U99. So it's up here by the Hawks Perch, way up, way up by the Canyon Road, way up at the top. So I'd love to see you guys next week. I do not take attendance. Technically, we only have to take attendance here on campus if you are in a lab class, because lab hours count towards your, right? But this is not a lab. I do encourage people to come to class, because normally the class meets Mondays and Wednesdays, but because I did a hybrid, we're only meeting Mondays. And so what I do is I expect the learning to be mostly on you guys, but when you come to class, that's when the fun stuff is, right? So we'll be talking about the brain, but in class, we'll actually make a brain. Wait, what? Hi, Alexander said, hi. Okay, so here's to answer a question that just sort of popped up, and this might answer a question for everybody. If you've taken me before, or you're taking me in multiple classes this semester, I have the same Zoom room number. So make sure you write that down. Once you log in, and once you kind of log in to me, to this, there should be a drop-down menu where it saves kind of like the Zoom rooms that you've been in. So if you're not sure, I'm going to put it in the chat, but you guys, if you're here, you got it, but write it down. Where is the chat? Oh my gosh, I'm so rusty. This is so great. Let's do for everybody here. Admit all, there we go. Okay, if you're just jumping in, I'm sharing just to be sure. I know everybody's here, but my Zoom room number, write this down. It will save it in your Zoom if you've registered as yourself. So it's 759-090-9494. Now, I know a lot of professors do that a little bit differently, and sometimes you might see something called ConferZoom. ConferZoom is actually embedded in our Canvas. I don't use that because I can tell you they haven't worked out the bugs. And where technology has bugs, all the bugs haven't worked out that side, and I've used it before, and it just created way more problems. So I'm just keeping it nice and simple Zoom. I record lectures and I post them on YouTube, and I'll share the links. Yeah. So my philosophy is, like, any people learn differently, right? People come to class differently, and sometimes you're just not feeling it. So I designed the course to where, you know, if there's a week that you need off, maybe you just need to take the week off. And I kind of help you with some of the points on that. So today we're going to jump in all those details. We're going to go over it. So who has questions before we get started? So we're going to cover Canvas. We're going to cover the syllabus. Yeah. And this week is all about just prep. If you poked around Canvas, all you can see is prep. You can't see chapters and modules and whatnot, right? Our book is free, so you don't have to be like hustling to get a book at the bookstore and spending $125 or whatever. No, the point is I take the worry away from the learning so you guys can actually learn, right? The point is to learn, not to be stressed out about it. Oh, that always kills me. If you're stressed out, you're not learning, period. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how rich you are, how eager you are, how excited you are. If this is your major, if you love this, if you love kids, you love all kids. If you're stressed out, it's not getting in. So I'm trying to take as much stress away as I can by having predictable, organized, methodical, everything set up, everything explained. I try to do videos for instructions. I try to do as much as I can, because people catch things differently in different ways at different times, right? So we'll jump into that. So any questions before we get started? I'm going to share my screen and just get right into Canvas. Everybody can see me, get my blurry office in the back here. Oh my gosh. So good to see people's faces. And then I see faces, names that I recognize too. Oh, this is so great. Oh, okay. So here, I'm not sure if you can catch this already, but I'm the professor who you can come to. Like, ask me questions. I'm typically available 8 to 8 Monday through Friday-ish with limitations. I do have a teenager who's on the spectrum, so there's a lot there. But let's say you use Pronto or you use Canvas Inbox, it'll get to me. And then sometimes I'll say, hey, I'm not going to be able to get back to you until later tonight. So hold on a sec. So sometimes I do that. I'll just say, I will get to you tomorrow or get to you later tonight, but always reach out. I'm here. I'm on campus. I'm like one of the only professors who like actually came to campus over the summer with a few exceptions. I live near campus. I do come up here a lot. It's a nice little getaway for me because if I'm teaching at home, then it's like dog, door, Amazon, neighbor, dog, door, Amazon, neighbor. It's like, I try to get here so I can actually really focus. This class is 107. So if you're enrolled in 123, we haven't decided when we're meeting yet. No, I'm asking you guys, if you're in 123, just email me and tell me your availability and I'm going to go on consensus. Yeah. So this is 107. So if you're in here for 123, that's an online class 100%, but I want to meet. So let me know when you can and we'll figure that out and we'll meet. But I'll touch base with you guys after this class. Good. Oh, I see. I didn't change the number. I apologize, Emily. This class is 107, 123 is later. We'll figure that out. So I apologize. I like cut and pasted, but I didn't change the number. I do that sometimes. Like I'll get all organized and at the end, I'm like, oh wait, I forgot that last little piece. So forgive me. And if there's anything that ever comes up that's not right, or I have the wrong date, or there's something confusing, it's listed as 5 points here and 10 points there, let me know. I fix that. And then I have a column for the oops finder. I give everybody half a point when you let me know. Typos, anything. I want things to be good and tight and respectable and professional and just, again, as worry-free as possible. Emily, thank you for being flexible with me. I appreciate it. Anyone else has a question? Good, we're getting ready to get started. First of all,
which books are we using?
Oh, I will get right to that. Give me about 5 minutes, we'll get there. It's
Okay.
one book and it's free and it's online.
Okay.
Seriously. We've been pushing here for the child development department to put all our core 8 classes. Like if you're a child development major, we're trying to get all of our books OER, which is open educational resources, which means free. But even this class is good for any major on campus. So you reap the benefits of the child development people who have free books. So I'm really, really excited about that. Yeah. So don't freak out. There's no reading assigned this week. None. That I remember that when I was in school. I still take classes, but I remember that when it's like you had 13 things due in 2 days and you had to get your book and it was on back order and blah, blah, blah. No, we're not doing that. We're going to keep things even keel, stress-free, and methodically planned out. So today, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the link to the book and you guys already have it. It's already in Canvas. It's already there. So let me share my screen for Canvas. This is what my dashboard looks like. Your dashboard looks a little bit different. Professors, when we set things up, we set it up professor-wise, and then we can peek on your side of the coin and see which side, how you see it. But these are my classes I'm teaching right now. I have 2 more classes, and I'm actually teaching a class at SAC this semester. We had a professor pass away unexpectedly. So again, it's like we're all just making things work as we make things work. Okay, so this is our class here. This is our Monday class. Real quick, I teach the same class Monday and Tuesday. Exact same class, exact same schedule. We just meet Mondays or Tuesdays. So for example, if you write this down, because I'm not going to like super like announce it, but for some reason, let's say you were out of town, because I know sometimes you live with your parents and your parents schedule stuff and you have to go see great Aunt Hilda and you're like, but I have class on Monday and you didn't get back on time. Just come to Tuesday lecture. Make sense? Same time, same Zoom room. But again, I record them and post them. So up to you. Again, flexibility is key because you're stressed, you're not learning. So I'm trying to be flexible. I lectured pretty much the same exact thing, but like not exact, but really close. And so you'll get it if you come to Tuesday. I don't give Tuesday class something different than I give Monday class. Keep it nice and even down the pipe, but you guys can switch lectures because it's the same lecture. It was a little repetitive for me, but not much. One semester I taught 110, I think 5 times in one semester. That was madness. So if you, for some reason, you can't see your classes on the dashboard, every once in a while, people are like, I can't see my class on the dashboard. You go to all classes right here, courses. And at the end, you hit all courses, and then you'll see a list of everything. And then you just star the ones that you want on your dashboard. Every once in a while, I get somebody, I can't see your class. Okay, calm down. And again, I'm going to give you guys a hint here. This help feature has direct help right here. I've called the helpline at like 2 in the morning and there's a live person on there. No joke. This comes with your fees. Use it. Trust me. In my 110 class, there was already a weird glitch. It actually had 110 and 107 in the same class. I was like, no, already found that this morning and like called them. So yeah, please use that. You're going to need to know that. Okay, good. So once you click into our class, you're going to see everything just for a second, just because again, it's my view, not the student view, but that's okay. A sneak peek is okay too. So our first homepage looks like this. The campus wants us all to look kind of the same, but I kind of made mine a little bit different because that's who I am and that's how I roll. Our announcements will show up here, the first 3, but then you can also click here on the announcements, right? And so what I do is I put CDEV 107. So I think that's what threw off Emily. I didn't change this number for her class. She was to say 123. So 107 is our class. Any emails you see from me is going to say that, because you could search by it or you can blow me off. Time limited. You know, if you can't get to my email until later in the day, that makes sense. But you'll see that, oh, okay, that's from that crazy professor again. It's fine. I'm good. I own it. Our syllabus is under the syllabus tab. Now, 2 ways. You can click it down. You can click here and get yourself a copy. And we're gonna talk about this when you do. I'm gonna actually download one for me because I was working on it at home. For some reason, I just like the color green for this class because I feel like it's green and growing. It's the beginning of the week. So you're gonna see green up here. So our syllabus and our Canvas kind of work hand in hand. And every syllabus is a little bit different on campus. Like they give us our autonomy to do our own thing, but there's certain things that have to be on there, you know, like the mission statement. Now my philosophy is I'm not going to read to you. If you'd like me to read it to you, that's a separate conversation. Email me. If you need, and we'll talk about it, if you need accommodations or modifications, please let me know. Again, my son's on the spectrum. I teach special needs. I've been in the special needs community for decades. I'm very sensitive for people who might need extra support, right? Or if you're not sure, let's have a conversation about it. Awesome. So our format is hybrid. It is in person. It is, oh, technically it's 10:15. I will fix that and I will update it. So write that down. It's not, I get here by 10, just so I have a little blip. My classroom will be open at 10, but I won't start lecturing till 10:15. Fair? That's what's listed in WebAdvisor. Everything's turned in on campus. I was doing that way before the pandemic. It just made everything easier, and I don't like killing trees, just saying. So week 1, we're on Zoom, and this is a full semester class. This is 16 weeks. This class actually has 15 chapters. So this week is prep week, and then it's 1 chapter every week, which I find kind of predictable. And just to give you a heads up, yes, it is child development, but spoiler alert, you were a child, you've been developed, so now let's go learn in what you did. So everybody is already a 50% expert in this class, at least a 50% expert. And our last unit is on adolescence. Some of you are still in adolescence. I think a lot of people are in adolescence till like 40. So guess what? You're just going to start putting a label maker to everything you've either been through or are currently going through. I'm so blessed. This class, like, it's not a dead language. It's not a dead society. It's not hammering down anatomy and physiology. And no offense to anthropology and whatnot. I thought stuff is fascinating. But this is living, breathing you. This is you. This class technically is all about you. How many times you can say that in college? Yeah, I took a class that was like seriously all about me. Like, yeah. And I started watching Schitt's Creek again last night. So I'll be probably dicing those in there too. All right, so I do have student support hours. I used to call them office hours. They're not office hours. They're whatever you need for your support. Let me know. We can do Zoom. We can do phone. We can do text. We can do pronto. We can do whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes people are calling me from work. Sometimes you got your kids running around in the background. You can't really talk. It's up to you. It's up to you. So our course description, in a nutshell, it's child development, but we look at it in a few different lenses. We look at how the body grows, how the brain grows, and how the emotions grow, right? And those things kind of mush together. because we're not just a brain and we're not just a body and we're not just emotions. So what I put in here, like these little, my 2 cents in here, anytime you see that's green and italicized, it's kind of like wrapping it up and giving you a point here. We will learn about human growth and development over a lifespan. So, well, not exactly. It's not zero to end. It's 0 to 18. If you took psychology 157, it's 0 to end. But we look at physical growth, brain growth, and emotional growth, right? Every course has student learning outcomes. These are the things that we measure over the course. Basically, I'm measured, like I'm critiqued on how I measure you guys in these things. So we will have assignments and questions and discussion boards that talk about these things, like tell me about the development. I will literally ask you, what domain of the physical, brain, or emotional, what domain do you think is the most important? And start with the phrase, I think this, give me your opinion. It's not a research paper. This is not an intro. This is not an upper division class. This is the intro class. We're learning to get our feet under us. We're learning what college is all about. Sometimes this is people's very first class. So I understand that. So it's called training wheels and we call it scaffolding. And I'm going to help you develop as a human being as you're developing through this semester. That's the point, right? And then we talk about cultural, economic, political, and historical context. What's going on? What was it like to be a child 100 years ago versus a child 50 years ago versus a child today? Could you imagine being in preschool and having to wear a mask, or high schoolers? I mean, some of you had like the COVID senior year or whatnot. I mean, my niece did. It was like a toilet flushing. It was terrible. So we can look at these different contexts or these different lenses and what it's like to be a kid then versus now. And then developmental theory. There's, of course, theorists who think about this stuff, and that's all they do. It's talk about how we grow and why we grow and which ways do we grow and things like that. So these are my goals for you, and then they measure me to make sure I measure you. Here's our book. It's open education resource. I will give you a link. It's right in Canvas. I'll show you real quick. Again, I believe education is co-created. No, maybe in high school, somebody could tell you what to think and tell you what to say and tell you what to write. That's not what we do here. That's my brain. That's not your brain. I want you to learn it. I got it. I took the class, got an A. And I've been teaching it ever since. So the point is for you guys to learn it. So with that, I get a little excited about activities and whatnot and questions. And I'm going to say to you, like, if you were a theorist, what would you think? Yeah, instead of these are the theorists, now regurgitate them back to me. Doesn't work. You'll have a little bit of both, but I want to hear about your opinion. I'm going to ask you to think on your own. Yeah, that's what college is all about. Campus policies, if we're here on campus. I would always suggest putting this number into your phone. I have them on my phone. I had my car stall out when I was headed down the hill. They came and jumped my battery. I was not even on campus. Yeah. And then anywhere in a classroom, you can just dial 333 and you're going to get security. Again, if you have a disability or if you're not sure, talk with me. I'm really great friends with the people at DSPS. They are super awesome. If you have your letter, I need to see that letter before I give you your accommodations and modifications. I'm very specific about that stuff. So if you're not sure, talk with me and then I'll share my story at some point. Again, Title IX, every public school student in the United States is covered by Title IX. I have to say Title IX has been shifting under certain presidential administrations, and now it's more protective. It was protective and then protections got taken away and now the protections are back. So I have a video on that in a little bit. We have a food pantry here, but we don't call it food pantry. We call it basic needs. So it's not just food, but please use it. It's food and shampoo and X, Y, and Z. I take money out of my paycheck to support that. So please come use it. All you have to do is show your student ID. That's it. And it's near my building. So if we're here in U99 with me and you're like, I don't know where the pantry is, I'll walk you down. It's great. They're awesome. This part, I need you guys to fill in. And I want to hear who knows these dates. The last day to drop this class and get your money back is when? I'll give you time. Say it out loud or put it in chat.
Isn't it like the end of this week or next week?
Well, let's get a date. You're close. Yes, it's close. Look it up. It's on your web advisor for the date if you click it on this, it'll tell you this course description, the dates, drops. It also tell you on the main page under instructional calendar. Who knows? Who knows the date? Last day to drop this class with a full remote. Get your money back. If this doesn't work in your schedule, you don't let you think I'm insane. That's cool. Get your money back or put that money towards another class. Again, this is what I'm talking about, co-creating your experience. If I just tell you, it's not going to sink in. Saturday? Are you sure? What's the date? Guess what? I already shared with you, I'm a mom of a teenager. I'm here all day. What is the date to drop this class if you want your money back? You guys can do it. This is not hard. It's in definitely 3 separate places on our website or on your schedule.
September 4th?
Yes. Well, September 4th is a Sunday. They usually have any of the drop dates on a Sunday. The 5th, I believe, is a holiday. Let me double check. Yes, the 5th is a holiday. The 5th is Labor Day. So anytime you see an add or drop date or whatever due date, don't wait till the last minute. But it's definitely September 4th, Sunday. Sunday. Right? This Sunday.
For the first one, right?
Yeah, this week, this Sunday. So like check out the class, check out Canvas, see if you like you're hanging in there. You're like, oh no, I can't do that this summer. Trust me, I took a non-credit class over the summer and I was like, oh yeah, no, this was too much for me at the time. I was like, no, sorry, I gotta drop. Like, and so, you know, it happens, right? So Sunday, you're gonna type in here, your handwrite in here, Sunday, September 4th, because the 5th is a holiday. Okay. What about last day to apply for credit, no credit? Now this is like way down the butt. It's around week 10. Who knows that date? You can do it. Ryan's looking it up. I can see him. Credit, no credit. The reason I bring this up is that if this is not a class in your major, if it's not a class in your major, sometimes credit, no credit is okay. And that was another thing with my niece. She was at Portland and she was like, I can take up, and this is their policy, I can take up to 24 units of credit, no credit. That means all you need is 70% in this class. Check to pass it. So what is it? What's the answer? Last day to apply for credit, no credit. Don't ever do that with a class in your major. Don't ever do it. November 13th. Can somebody verify that with me? Marsha's like, I'm going to do this. It's like, I got this. I'm telling you, sometimes when you're kind of getting that first, November 13th means it's about a month before the class ends. And sometimes people are like, oh crap, I don't know if I'm going to pass this class with a C. That's why I'm going over this. And I'll remind you as we get closer to them. This is not going to be the only time. So we're going to say November 13th. We're going to trust Marsha. Who wants to give like a thumbs up on that or a verify that way? Thumbs up. Okay, then we're going to move on to the last one. Last day to get a W and not an F.
The second one is November 13th, right? You
So
said?
yeah, November 13th for credit, no credit.
What day is that?
Let me look right here. November 13th. October, November.
Actually, November 13th is the last day to get to drop online to receive a W grade.
All right, so the last one is the 13th, or they're both the 13th? They can be. Sometimes they're both. That's a Sunday, by the way.
So both of them are November 13th?
I'm waiting for you guys to verify. This is how I would look. I would open up You guys can still see my screen, right? It's blank. There we go. This is what I would do. I'd go to Web Advisor. And I'm pulling up the class.
Password.
We'll verify. So I log into my Web Advisor, which is faculty, but it looks the same as yours. So I go to my class, class schedule, showing all my classes that I'm teaching. Then I go to this class, which is this section, and this gives me all the dates. So check this out. Last day to add is this week, right? I add people for the first week, I'm good. Last day to drop with a W, so November 13th. Last day to drop without a W. That means money back. And last day to get refund is the 4th. Credit, no credit's not on here.
What about the last day to apply for credit and no credit?
It doesn't have it on here. I would say check with your counselor first. You know, who person who helped you with the ed plan, they get mad when I talk about it. But I'm like, listen, sometimes you don't need an A in this class. You just need CR credit. I did one at Cal State Fullerton. And I have to tell you, for the level of anxiety that I live with on a daily basis, it was hard. But I didn't need to get an A in Anthropology 305. I just needed to get a credit. Because I was, you know how they say, like, you have to take 4 classes. It was my 4th class. And so I figured out the last day of the final, I just had to do 14. I had to get 14 right on the Scantron out of 100 to pass the class. So I just hammered it down and turned it in, and I made it, you know? So it's anxiety provoking, but I want to give you guys options. I think that's fair. Make sense? Okay, good. All right. So academic dishonesty. This says don't cheat. I used to be on the student conduct committee. And I get a little bit embarrassed when they're like, oh, we got a cheating report from your class. I'm like, yep, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're not sure you're cheating, talk with me. If this is you're new to college, sometimes people don't realize that they're plagiarizing, and that's okay. I understand that, but I will say, resubmit. You know, I'm flexible that way. It's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Don't keep doing it. The cheating is not worth it. It's not worth it, especially when I'm asking your opinion. If you have to go research your opinion on the internet, that's weirdly codependent. Yeah. Just give me your opinion. Right. There's literally no research papers in this class. You don't have to go sit at the library and hammer all this stuff, but I will expect you to use APA formatting and citations and things like that. And again, that's weird. And it's like uncomfortable, and it's those rules change, and we're just going to learn. We're just going to do our best. We're just starting. Okay. Contact me is best through Canvas. If I said email me, that's fine. But when you email it to me to Canvas, it actually goes to Canvas and my email. But if you just send it to my email, it only goes to the email. And here's my philosophy. I was hired by the board, but I work for you guys. When I wake up in the morning, I don't check my emails. I check my Canvas inbox. I'm answering students before I'm answering the dean. So if you send it to me in Canvas, I'll get it. But if you send it to me in email, I'll get it after all the rest of the students. Get it? So yeah, do that. I don't take attendance, but participation helps. When we're in class and we have a class activity, if you're there, sometimes you'll get points for a class activity. But if you're not there, I can't give you those points. But again, we'll go over points in this class. I'm very generous with points. For those of you who have taken me before, you know I'm very generous with points. But, you know, again, if you're not feeling it and you're not coming to class, you're not going to make or break yourself off of 5 points. You're not. Classroom etiquette. Be cool. Don't be on your phone. I try to get to know everybody's name, and I will use it. I'll be like, hey, Eduardo, are you good with your text? I mean, like, I will call it out. That's how it works, right? If you were at work and your boss had no cell phones, your boss is going to be like, hey, no cell phone. Same thing. I hate it when people say college is not real life. Community college is real life, because most y'all are working or have families already. This is real life. You've chosen to include community college in your real life. Sometimes at the 4-year, it could be a little pedestal-y and, you know, theoretical, but not here. That's why I'm here. Submitting assignments, everything's on Canvas. I'm very specific. You know, I'm not rigid, but I tell you, this is what I'm looking for. This is how you're going to get your max points. Read the instructions. I can tell you that all the time. People will say, so am I supposed to make that a PDF, or am I supposed to make that a hyperlink to a video on YouTube? Well, what do the instructions say? Please read those things. Please read it. For grading, I assume everybody wants an A, but I also know that not everybody can really do it. What's cool? Because an A doesn't measure who you are as a human being. It just measures what you did in this class. And this is one class and one semester and one community college and one state and one season of your life, right? Nobody ever asked me my GPA. Yeah, I'm maybe getting this job. I had to show them my transcripts and whatnot. But you guys don't know how many classes I failed at Fullerton College. Doesn't matter. Statistics, right? I know I'm bored that. It's like statistics. I just took it again. That's what community college is for, right? It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means take two, right? So I assume, like, when you send me a 10-point essay, I'm like, I know this person's like shooting for a 10. Maybe not. So I don't go, oh, this person is a 0 and prove to me that you get 10 points. No, I go, all right, I'm assuming you want 10 points. Oh, wait, I asked for 3 paragraphs, but you gave me 2. So that's already a 7. And your content was really meh. And then you gave me hashtags and emojis in a collegiate essay. So you might be getting like a 5 or a 4. That's cool. Your overall for that whole test, maybe it's still, 40 out of 50, which is an A. 20%. No, that's a B. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Right? So we're just going to take it one day at a time and I know every class is different and every professor is different and every points are different. So it takes a minute. That's why I do this first week of prep week, is to figure out what your priorities are and what your schedule is and how your professors and who's the hard one, who's the easy one. I'll give you a hint. I'm the medium one, right in the middle. That's the point. If I'm too easy, you're not going to learn. If I'm too hard, you're not going to learn. Same thing with kids, right in the middle. Here's a mind blower. I do not take points off for late work. I do not take points off for late work. One more time. I do not take points off for late work. However, there are exceptions to that rule. This semester, I'm playing hard ass in one respect. I will not take discussion boards late. I started doing it last semester. I started easing into playing, the tough guy. But I'm telling you, the feedback I get from students is that not thrilled. Nobody's really thrilled with discussion boards, and it's hard for us to moderate and manage those. So if you can't get your first post in by Wednesday night, just call it. It's only 15 points. You technically could easily pass this class by skipping all of the discussion boards. Your choice. You're an adult. What? Yeah, so if you're going to be late on something, or you say, hey, I'm just taking the week off of the discussion board, give me a heads up so I know you're doing it intentionally. Because if you kind of fall off, trickle off the face of the planet, I'm thinking something's up, and things have been up over the last 2 years, 3 years. So just communicate with me. Just let me know. I had somebody go to the hospital twice in one semester and still pass my class. I did ask for doctor notes. He provided me doctor notes, still passed the class. So it's possible to do, please don't be that person who also turns in something late and freaks out so hard that they drop the class. That's why I started this policy. It's a retention. And you know what, listen, yes, we have due dates in life, but we also have consequences to not making those due dates in life. So this is a version of that. So people go, oh, you can't be late on taxes. The entire country got to take a 6-month break on that. 6 months or 90 days. Oh, you can't be late on your gas bill, your electricity bill. Yeah, you can. You just have a penalty. So there's consequences to everything. So again, if you get behind, it's gonna kind of like pile up. Don't do it. That's all I say. I have all the due dates lined up. Hit them. But if you're like, you hit it the next day, keep going. Don't derail yourself. Okay. Try to do. Every week, you'll turn an outline for a chapter in an open format. I will show you in Canvas what I mean. We have a discussion board every week. Again, pick and choose. Notice this is 10 points. This is 15. Then we have a journal at the end of the week. What did I learn? If you can't put in 5 to 10 sentences, what did I learn this chapter? Then you didn't learn anything. That journal also has a section where you find something else that connects. So if they're talking about like we're talking about like childhood neglect or something, and you wanted to loop in a video or TED talk that Tyler Perry talked about how he was neglected as a child, that works. Something else that's not, that I didn't provide you that connects to the material, right? And the last thing is on that reflection, how are you going to learn what you use? How are you going to use what you've learned in your future career or family? That's it, 15 points, 5, 5, and 5. So every week is the exact same thing, different content, right? Notes will be different, discussion board will be different, reflection will be different, but it shows up the same time, do the same time, the same format, on purpose, on purpose. Lastly, I have an optional feedback survey. Let me know, this discussion board topic was lame, or I learned so much that, you know, maybe I wanted to do extra credit here, something. Let me know. And I throw out maybe around 3 points extra credit. So 3 points times 15 chapters, that's 45 points. Oh, does that equal like 3 discussion boards that you blew off? Your choice. Again, this is like choose your own adventure. Trust me, I've honed this one down over the years. I've taught this class for almost 10 years. So every semester I get like more polish the gem. So our big assignments are a child observation and a lifeline project. You're going to observe 2 children, and we'll go through all the details. The reason I tell you now is that it's planting the seed. Going to observe 2 children and then kind of compare and contrast. Yeah, but you haven't learned all that stuff yet. So I'm just planting the seed right now. And this lifeline project is really a PowerPoint presentation or similar about you, about what you learned in the class and how you can apply it to your life. So again, we were talking about maybe we might be talking about attachment styles and how you're like super bonded with your dad, but your mom not so much. That's okay. You're going to talk about that. And yes, put in pictures if you have them. Yeah. And if you don't, that's cool too. You stock photos, you give me the citation where you got it. We do have quizzes and exams. I have a quiz every week, 10 points. They're so easy. 5 multiple choice, 5 true false, because some people are better at one than the other. And they are open book, open notes, unlimited time, unlimited chances. So if you're not getting a 10 on every single quiz, your choice, right? If you're like, I forgot about the quiz and I wanted to do it now, but I was walking down Main Street at Disneyland because I've seen people taking quizzes on their phone on Main Street in Disneyland. And so I just did it really fast. I'll go back and take it again and get more points. Well, I got like a 7. If you keep it there, that's cool. If you take it again, great. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys options to be the adults that you can be without somebody like breathing down your neck. I don't see those 2 things as helpful. I know sometimes, because I remember what it's like to be like a teenager, and I left the home at like 22, and it was like people breathing down your neck. That's not how you grow. It's not. Same thing with exams. There are 4 exams. Well, I think there's 5 exams. Yep, there's 5 exams. Fix that too. But same thing. They're true, false, multiple choice, matching, 10 points on an essay, 5 points on extra credit, unlimited chances, unlimited attempts, unlimited time. Because guess what? Flipping through your book or flipping through your notes to find out the answer on the test helps you learn. So why would I say you have 60 minutes and 2 chances? I don't care if you take it 17 times. Guess what? You learn something a little bit more every time. It's called pedagogy, or a teaching of adults is andragogy. So it's how people learn. Okay. Extra credit opportunities. I give extra credit everywhere. If your notes blow my hair back, out of 10, you might get 11 or 12. So over 15 notes, and you got 15 extra points. That sounds like a journal that you forgot to do. So some people graduate this class with like 107%. Okay. Now what I missed over here, or what I didn't say, is this green part. The lowest quiz will be dropped at the end of the semester. The lowest reflection journal will be dropped at the end of the semester. So again, if you blew it a week, there's 1 whole week that you get for free. So again, if your grandmother passes away suddenly, or your grandmother's dog passes away suddenly, or your dog's grandmother passes away suddenly, you get a week just to step away and there's no penalty, because that's called life. Trust me, it helps. But guess what? If you want to turn everything in, then it's like bonus points. It ends up being, with including the quiz and the exam, 100 points. But I can tell you what, everybody forgets about that. And so at the end, after the class is over, I add those points in where people are like, nail biting, did I pass? Did I pass? It helps. It helps. So again, if you do it all, you get extra points. If you skipped it, you don't have a penalty. And I will field about 1,000 questions on that, because for the next 2 or 3 weeks, people are going to say, what's your late policy? What do you mean I can take the quiz a bunch of times? It's different. It's different. I'm different. It's fair. So again, we have extra credit. I do have Portfolium, which in the past I used to make it as an assignment. It's like an online, it's like LinkedIn, but for students, and it's owned by Canvas Instructure. So it's here in child development, we're part of business and career development. So we're trying to get people, again, even if you're not a child development person, the point is to get a degree, get some classes under your belt, and start to work for a company who pays for the rest of your schooling. Yeah. So we need you to be like work ready as you're learning. Yeah. So that's the point. So do Portfolium or don't. It's up to you. But up to 40 points, that's almost a whole test. Yikes. So here's the breakdown. Pretty straightforward. You out of 1,100 points, and let's say just for math's sake, there's 1,000 points in this class. How many points can you miss and still get an A? This is my question to you guys. What's 10% off of 1,000? Because 90% is an A, right? Approximately how many points can you miss and still get 90% in this class?
100.
About 100. Wait, I can skip 100 points and still get an A? I'm not an easy grader, but I give you a lot of opportunities. You follow what I'm saying? I hold you accountable, but I'm also very flexible, because that's what life is. Hey, right? And again, I'm a teenager, so this is my everyday situation. It's like parameters, but love within that parameters. That's me. That's what I do. Trust me, even though I get the eye roll from the kid constantly. 15 with autism. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. You guys might even see him. So like the week of like Thanksgiving, when he's out of school and I'm not, you guys might see him. You might come hover over my shoulder, because he's that guy. I could be in a meeting with the dean. He's like, can I come say hi? No. Maybe. If your room's clean, we'll talk about it. So here's our schedule. You guys, again, all have access to this syllabus. This week is all just prep stuff. Just do prep. Just do prep. It's a lot of prep, because I'm kind of weird. But I think it's super important to build skills, so then the rest of the semester is better. And then when somebody says, well, I didn't know. You do know, because you took a survey, or you did the scavenger hunt, or you signed an honesty agreement, right? Don't say I didn't know. To me, that's part of the responsibility of adulting. Yeah. So we're just going to hammer it down. We're going to go straight through the book. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, right? And if you look, we have no class on Monday. We will not meet on Monday, but if you want to meet on Tuesday, you're welcome to come in on Tuesday, right? The intro to child development is like, why do we study this business?
You mean on campus?
So on campus is closed, Labor Day,
Oh,
federal holiday.
so you mean Zoom?
Yes. So we can meet on Zoom on Tuesday. It's up to you.
What
Fair?
day is that?
So Monday, Labor Day is always the first Monday in September.
September 5th, right?
Yep, September 5th.
Okay.
So again, the module's open. So every Monday at 8, the module's open. If you guys want it open Sunday, email me. I can do that. I'm okay with that. If you want, some of you are like, I need a jump start. And some of you are like, dude, I didn't finish the last one. I get it. But if some of you guys want it on Sundays, I can open it Sunday mornings. That's cool. Right? So what you do, what I would suggest is that you start flipping through the book, doing your notes. Your notes are not due till Friday. And if you notice, I put 8 p.m. on everything. That is my mom brain saying, don't stay up till midnight. Or I know your other professors are saying 11:59. So do my stuff first and then stress out about that, right? Plus, 8 o'clock gets you to bed on a decent time. Although, again, I have a teenager who blows me off. So you guys are adults. You can just make your choices. So the first discussion board is due by Wednesdays. Okay. If you're not getting that first one, I might go flexible the first week because people are like, what's due and when do we do it? Right? But the last discussion board is finished up here. So first you put in here's the instructions, write these few sentences, and then answer your peers by Sunday. It's pretty standard formula for the campus. Excuse me. And again, I'll probably scaffold or be a little bit lenient the first week, but then after that, if I don't see a post by Wednesday night, it's Thursday mornings, I already put it in my calendar. I'm just gonna hammer out a bunch of zeros on there. And it's okay. Breathe through it. Just move on to the rest of the stuff. It's okay. It's okay. It's only 15 points. I'll have a couple people arguing with me, but that's why I state it in the policies, multiple places. Just trust me on this one. Being an adult helps you. That part of being an adult is picking your battles. And sometimes it's just not work. Like I have late library books. And I was like, oh, I got to swing those by the library yesterday. And I was like, but we were like crazy running around. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it tomorrow. It's already late. And what are the fees going to be? Like $12? No, not even that. So you get to pick and choose as an adult as you go forward. Yeah. So work on the discussion board posts. Some people do it Mondays. I'm that student. I look at it Monday and then I percolate and then maybe Monday night I put it in. That's just me. But then I'd be like, oh crap, I forgot. Or it's Monday's a holiday. I'm gonna do it Tuesday. Oh my God, I forgot it on Tuesday. When is it due by Wednesday? 8 o'clock. Okay, I got it. Life, right? Notes on Fridays. Saturdays, I leave it open for assignments. Okay? And then at the end, everything's due. So you have your reflection, your quiz, and your discussion board. Pretty straightforward. Guess what? Every week's the same way. Monday we meet, do your discussion board by Wednesday, notes by Friday. Then this discussion board, I call it theory to practice. Because who wants to study theories when you can just be hands-on, right? Reflection and quiz. So guess what? Oh, wow. We're looking at the same thing week 3, except for week 3 is the end of a unit. So then you have an exam. Yeah, so can you turn in stuff early? Sure. Can you turn it in late? Yeah, just let me know. So then we go from intro, all this intro business, to infancy and toddlerhood. We talk about little people, like ones in your arms till they start walking. They're a very unique set of creatures at this age, yeah? Same thing. Do your 3 chapters, 1 unit 2 exam.
Where are
Predictable.
the exams and quizzes?
Say again?
Where do we take the exams and the quizzes?
Everything's on Canvas. This is our last page, and then we're going to go back to Canvas.
Okay.
Good? Good. These are good questions.
What about outline and notes?
Yeah, same thing. Everything is on Canvas.
Oh,
yeah.
same thing.
So
Okay.
how do I see your name? Do I call you Yuri?
Yeah, Yuri.
Yuri. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great questions. Because you know what? When you're asking questions, there's people who want to ask the question, but they're not asking the question. So it's good that you ask the questions. Sorry, I'm taking my medicine as we talk. Okay. Okay, then we go into early childhood. This is kind of like preschool, kindergarten, right? Little creatures. The ones want to tell you no all the time. Love it. What's your name? Now. Those are my favorite. I love 4-year-olds are my jam. And then we get into middle childhood. Remember that time in elementary school before things got weird? It was like you had friends and sports and you were like super into your school and stuff like that. And then dun dun dun, adolescence. So we do have a Veterans Day holiday, November 11th, and we do have Thanksgiving holiday. Now, just to remind you, it's only like 3 days off, 3 days off. So I made this chapter a little bit less. So no discussion board, just a reflection and quiz. And not even notes, but you got to do the work, or you can blow that off. It's up to you. There? Good. So that is our last day of this class. Write this down, December 11th. I cannot change that date. That is a Canvas date. That is a campus date. There are no exceptions. You cannot email me after that time. I will not grade it. So get it in early.
What's after December 11th?
That's the end of the semester.
And does that mean you're gonna be on like a Christmas break or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Until when? Do you know?
Well, we have winter session that starts usually the first week in January.
January. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I walk you guys through after that last day, when you guys get in all your work, when I have all of it graded and when it gets posted to your transcripts. I walk you guys through that. Yeah. I will answer any questions as we go. So now let's go back to our, let me get back on here. That was a syllabus. What I tell people is like, make a copy, download it. I have it right here. I check it off. I write notes on it, the whole thing. I mean, I don't have you guys use a lot of paper, but sometimes just having a physical copy helps. Okay. So everybody can see my Canvas page now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So now we talked about announcements. We went through syllabus. Now here's the modules. Now you're going to see kind of like maybe all of the modules, but you don't need to see them right now. We're just working on the prep module. Okay, hold on. It's going slow. There we go. Okay. Our prep module looks like this. I'm a left brain person, so I tend to get things like, hold on, this is quite slow. Okay, good. All right, so our prep module looks like this. After today, I'm going to put the video right here. Make sense? And then we have to get our tech ready. Now, again, sometimes people are like, oh, I've done Canvas before, my tech is ready. Yeah, but you know, sometimes specs change. This is for people who are brand new. And then there's also peer support. So Canvas, if you've never used Canvas before, it's a whole nother language. It really is. It really is. So give yourself some grace. If you haven't used Canvas before, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll try to give you some tips and tricks. I am actually a Canvas ambassador for the campus. So I help other professors. I've been teaching on Canvas since 2014. Yeah, so I'm not perfect, but I'm like a dog with a bone. Like I'm gonna be like, I need this right. Like, and I also believe that computers work for me. They are not sentient yet. It does what I say, not the other way around. Okay, so just read through these ones. You're gonna see a due date on these. This just says read it. If you see 11:59 in my class, that's like, hey, read me. Read me. Once you click on it once, it comes off of your to-do list. So 11:59 means, hey, just read this. 8 o'clock means this is a due date. Make sense? It's a little clue, right? So before you begin, I do like talking about mindset and self-care and time management. Because again, if you don't have, I've had students taking this class while they're driving in their car. I'm like, okay, I could see that's possible, but that's not ideal. And I know sometimes we're sharing really tight spaces with a lot of family members, but tell me, what's your game plan? Like, how do you know you're going to do well in this class? People go, oh, it's child development. It's easy. Yeah, but you guys already saw my syllabus, right? So it's a little bit of a hamster wheel. How are you going to make it through there? Right? I need to know your game plan, right? So to me, having a mindset is like already planning for it. Because some people are like, well, I'll just do it. And then if I fail, it's fine. Okay, so let's see. Is the classroom book available on Canvas? Yes, they're getting to the book really quick. I'm just looking at the chat right here. When the week starts, do all the assignments open up from the week so we can do them early? Yes. On Monday, the entire module opens all the way down to the quiz. I don't put the test out until like Wednesdays, just because there's plenty to do before Wednesdays. Make sense? So yeah, like if you are the person, you only have Mondays off of work, and you're going to get the entire thing done on Monday, do it. Does each discussion board have different topics? Yes. My God, the same one all the time? No. Yeah, new question. What days will we meet in person? Same thing, Mondays, 10:15, 11:45. If that doesn't work for your schedule, talk to me. I can switch you to the Tuesday schedule if that works better for you. Make sense? Yeah, good questions, good questions. Okay, you guys can also jump in, just audio, just if you have a question, jump in. So get ready. So greetings and welcome is just me. But notice I put the 23rd, I put a few. On the 24th, I put a few. These are just, hey, read me, right? 25th, I put 3, right? I give you some tips and tricks, right? I give you some resources here just for our division, our department. And then this last part, these are the things you actually have to do by Sunday. By Sunday. It's a lot, but each one takes you maybe like 10 minutes.
Also, there's actually assignments over the weekend too, right?
Yes, yes. Not over the weekend. Well, yeah, Sunday, I guess. Is the
No,
weekend.
like just do like some just to catch up assignments, right?
Yeah, so this first week is just getting ready to learn. That's it.
So there's like no assignments this for this week, right?
These 5 things are, yeah, they have a due date by Sunday, but they're not book related. So let's go through them. Fair? Go through them. The first one is an intro discussion board. You're going to see this in about every class. I ask you guys to share 5 pictures, your 5 best pictures, right? But I have some parameters on this. You're like, oh, I can share 5 pictures. I just posted 5 pictures on Instagram this morning. Okay, sure. But I need it to be like in a poster format and not a hyperlink, something that we can just see. And if it goes like picture, explanation, it's okay. You know, this is, what did I put this as, 20 or 25 points? I think this is 20 or 25 points. So if that's the case, you don't follow the instructions exactly, you're gonna miss a couple points. It's okay. The point here is to be able to see your image without clicking on anything or scrolling. Right? You guys are going to see people's pictures. And if you post a link, no one's going to click on that, especially if people are doing it on their phone. Sometimes it doesn't work. Just get a little poster together, put it on a Word document, and embed it. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do that. That is the part that you guys have to figure out. Embedding for me is different than embedding for you. So make sure that you can learn how to do that. Guess what? There are Canvas guides, there's support, there's the help people, there's ask your friend, ask your peer. You can use any of these formats. I like Canva or Prezi. I can do a poster. And by the way, I have a poster for this one. It's insane, but I'll share it. Fine. Again, embed it. Introduction. Give me your first and last name. Embed your document. Share 5. If it's 4, it's okay. Just miss a couple points, right? Reply to 2 other peers. Now, this is something new that I've added this semester. When you reply to 2 peers, that's awesome. Now you're going to go back and reply to the people who reply to you. You're going to have somebody who says like, oh, Sarah, I have the same dog. It's not a tweet, right? It's a conversation. Then you say, oh, thanks, Alex. That's cool. What's your dog's name? Not just like, I like your post. It's so cute. Like hearts, likes. This is not social media. This is college. I'm not against social media, but guess what? Social media should give you the skills in which to be successful elsewhere. Yeah. So it's, you find 2 peers pictures that you see that you want to respond to. Respond to them. That person should respond back. Same with you. Somebody comments on your pictures, then you respond back. So that's why you don't put a link. You put pictures that are engaging, right? Right? So when you're ready, you just hit reply and follow the instructions. Now I do block the discussion boards from you seeing other people's things first. Because what happens is that there's people who cheat and plagiarize on discussion boards. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or they're seeing what other people did first. Yes, that's nice. But sometimes you just have to read the instructions and go for it. Because otherwise you're just looking around and seeing what the cool kids are doing. That's high school. This is not high school, right? Okay, good. So that's your first thing. That's due by Sunday. So today you can get your first posted. Yeah, get your first posted. Definitely have that first posted by Wednesday. We have a scavenger hunt for this syllabus. I'll give you a quick little preview. It's gonna be questions off the syllabus. It's gonna be questions off the campus. It's gonna be questions off of our website. I will give you the first one for free. Where did Professor Lenny get her college degrees? Oh wait, my God, did I tell you that? Oh, maybe you're gonna have to look in through the Canvas course, the intro module, to go find that. You see what I'm saying? It's in here, I've already showed it to you. I haven't told you the exact answer, but you guys need to go find it. There's only, look at, there's only 11 questions. Man, guess what? You can take it as many times as you want. It's good. Make sense? It's going to ask you, what is this building on campus called? What does it take to get, resources from the Student Resource Center? You guys can do it. It's not hard. It just gets you engaged in Canvas, on the syllabus, on our website, in our school. It's called engagement. Yeah. Oh, you can't look at that. Don't look at those. So now I'm going to go to the next one. Hold on. So it's published. Let me go all the way down. Then I go back to no. How many times can you cheat in this class? Give you another answer. Okay. I did create this last semester, academic honesty agreement. It's 5 questions. It's making sure that you know the policy and you have essentially signed it. Okay. It helped. There was less plagiarism. So it has a purpose. I'm not just being a shrew, trust me. Although my son would tell you differently. Oh, you're just being mean, just what we need. No, I'm holding people accountable. Well, this last Are You Really Ready survey is just more of a checklist. Did you look at the book? Did you start your discussion board? Did you do the scavenger hunt? Did you, things like that. Things like that. It's really, really simple. And the very last one is something that helps you get to know yourself a little bit better. And I was in a meeting where they asked me to do the exact same thing just last week. It was hilarious. You're going to go through this. It's just for you. It's just for you. It's just a survey, just for you. This personalitymax.com, it gives you a 20-page report. It tells you about the way you think, or maybe your Myers-Briggs temperament inventory, if you're left brain, right brain, if you're introverted, extroverted, things like that. It kind of helps me get to know the class. And I will in class ask you for your results. So take that result. You don't have to print it out, but make sure you have access to it even when you come to class, because we're going to do an activity with it. I'm going to say, who are my left brain people? Who are my right brain people? Let's group up. I do stuff like that because it shows you that there's different people who might be a lot like you, but you would have never guessed, right? Because nobody walks around going, I'm an introvert, follow me, right? So it's things like that. So this is for you, but we're going to use it. So it's very interesting, very, very interesting. And I'll share my results with you guys if you're interested as well, while we're doing our activities in class. Cool. I think that's it. Did we go to 4.5? I think that was it. Yeah. Woo, here's our book. Okay. I jumped ahead, but I'm going to show you where to find the book. This is what it looks like, but I'm going to show you where to find it. In the modules, I made a whole new module. So let me answer some chats first. Aha. Denise already knows. Denise already knows what's up. I also went to Fullerton College preschool. I went to the school that we have here on campus. Fullerton College has one. I was a preschool student at Fullerton College in the 70s. So back in our modules, you guys should only be able to see this module and that module. This is our book, Open Educational Resource Textbook. The book is free and it's all in here. Click that link once. Click it. Taking a second. It takes you to LibreText, means free text. And this is our book. Some of your other professors might use something in LibreText, but this is our book. Now, right here.
Are we not using this book?
This is the book.
Not this one?
This is our book. We are using this book. This is our book. We are using this book. This is our book. We are using this book. Okay, this is our book. This is the book. Every module is based on this book. I'm telling the reason I said other professors might use LibreText. If you go back here, you're going to see lots and lots of titles. There's a bunch of different people, a bunch of different areas. You can have OER for biology if that was created for you. But we're not biology, we're child development. So this is our book, our direct link to our direct book. Now you can download the PDF, and if you have a printer, trust me, I had people like, oh, I worked at my dad's dentist's office and I just printed out the book. That is okay in this respect. It is OER. It is a free book. You may do whatever you want with it. Yeah, I printed mine out. I have a copy sitting right here. Yeah. Yep. It's up to you. Some people like to have a book. Some people want it all digital. That's cool. But inside every chapter, there are there's pieces. And so what I did is that I replicated these pieces into our chapters as well. So so when you hit the modules, and we'll talk about that next week, each module is set up very similar to this. So you'll see 6.1 and 6.2 and 6.3 and 6.4, 6.5 and 6.6, and then a summary. So each chapter kind of looks like that. I have to warn you, chapter 1's really small. People get like, is this it? And I go, well, that's how we start. But I'm going to give you another hint. Child development people get really excited about infancy, toddlerhood, and specifically early childhood. So things like cognitive development and social emotional development in early childhood, they have a lot of sections. It's not just 6.1 through 6.5. It's like 9 point, goes up to like 9.11, you know, and even adolescence, the very last one, it's like 15.11. It goes, it's a lot. Because adolescent, social emotional development, you bet. Yeah, provisional adulthood, you bet there's a lot of stuff in there. So some chapters are a little bit less and some are a lot more. So yeah, this is our book. This is every chapter. It is free. It is free. There's videos back here, and I actually take those videos and put them in our Canvas. So you can watch them through here, or you can just watch them through Canvas. Yeah, that is our book. And that's, you're going to see that in the module. So right now, this is how I know you guys can see it. I go to student view, and it should only show me 2 modules. This first module, you can condense it, and the second module is it. That's all you get to see. Next week, you'll get module 1. Keeping it simple and focused for week 1. Make sense? This is all you get to see. I get to see all the other gobbledygook. Okay, does that make sense? One more question, chat. Could you please show us how to get to the book again using the modules? Can't find on my modules. Okay, good. So this right here, open educational resource. I have to call it OER. I have to call it an OER textbook. Otherwise, they're going to think, oh, you copied a textbook and put it in there, which is illegal. This is our book. Open educational resource textbook. The book is free and it's all in here. So you guys only have 2 modules to look at. And if you look at, I have all the modules set up. Look at that. Even the assignments, even the extra credit, even extra supportive stuff. I have all stuff ready for you guys to go. But right now, you don't need all that stuff. You don't even need the book right now. But I just wanted to show it to you so you could poke around. So you have start here module and your book module. That is it. Yeah, it's a lot. Right? It's kind of like riding a bike. I'm giving you a sneak peek before we actually jump in. Yeah. Whew, that's a lot. Over here, you're going to see discussions. Now you only get to see one discussion right now. It's your introduction discussion. But throughout the semester, every discussion will show up here. You can also subscribe. See, look at, they're all ready to go. You just can't see them yet. Right? So if you have questions of professor or your peers, throw that in there. Reach out to me though. Sometimes I don't see this one, but reach out, okay? And if somebody else can help you, great, that's cool too. Pronto is a good use right here. If you go way down to the bottom bar here, Pronto is like the chat feature. This sends SMS messages to my phone. This goes, boop, comes up as a text. So I could be at the car wash and be like texting you. Yeah, it's cool. Make sense? So there's no messages in our class yet, but you can, at Megan or at Zachary or whatever, right? Anybody. Yeah. So we're trying to, like, I believe, again, yes, I'm old, but I haven't lost it. So I'm still going to be in your world technology wise for the next 20 years. And then there's going to be a point where I just call it and retire, but that day's not today. So yeah, so all the discussions show up here. All the assignments I already have, you won't be able to really see them, but I'm showing you how I have it ready for you. Every assignment is so you can get them through the module, but you can also get them through assignments. I have them grouped them up. So all the notes are together. All the discussion boards are together. All the journals are together. I have a touch of the OCD. I tell people it's It's a helpful touch. Sometimes it's very helpful. Sometimes it's not helpful. It's going slow right now. There we go. So all these things are ready to go. Look at prep week is all in one place. Notes are all in one place. Quizzes and exams are all in one place. Feedback's all in one place. Journals are in one place. Discussion boards, assignments, extra credit, workshops. All this stuff is available for you after this week. I even have rubrics. Do I have 12 rubrics in there? I think rubrics are important. If I can, I will give you, so for like these Lifeline products, I actually show you former students' projects. Which ones were an A, a B, a C, a D, and an F. Their names are out of it. You don't know who's it. But again, if I can give you examples, I will. Okay. Quizzes can all be found here, but they can also be found under assignments. They can also be found under modules. Just like anything on your word processing, like you're in Pages or you're in Microsoft Word, there's 3 ways to do anything, right? So again, all the quizzes look like this. They call tests quizzes. I think they should call them assessments, but that's just me, right? And there's those 2 surveys. Your grades show up here. There's nothing populated yet, so I'm not going to show you that. Plus it shows everybody's name and everyone did that. I let you guys have this tab here for Office 365. And the reason is that it's free for every student. But I don't share the rest of this business. I think all this stuff is like boring. You don't need to see all this stuff, right? And so these are the things that you get to see, right? So it's all there. So always refer to the homepage. I allow 3 announcements on the homepage, but if you're not sure, you can go to the announcements. They should all be linked to your emails. A lot of times people say, well, I didn't get it. If you didn't get the welcome one from today, check your emails. If you didn't get that one, you got to check your emails and make sure that your Canvas is connected and there's no spam filter or it's not blocking. That make sense? Good. Oof, that's a lot. So we did the entire syllabus. We did Canvas, a walkthrough. Yeah, this is all us. So this is what I say, this first week, we have our discussion board. Get that first response in by Wednesday. Get the final one in by Friday. Ooh, this is Sunday. Sunday. Let me edit that right now. Although the due date is actually on the assignment. This is just a list. I used to have them due Fridays, but I was like, why am I doing that? Well, really the end of the week is Sunday. The scavenger hunt, again, due by Sunday. Another survey, are you really ready? Due by Sunday. Secret to your success, that's that 20-page report, due by Sunday. Make sense?
We have to write a 20-page report this week?
No,
Or-
no.
I was like, what are you trying to say?
No. Take a breath.
Okay.
The very last thing that we have for this prep week is you take a little survey and it gives you a 20-page report about you. No. This is what I'm saying. We don't need to get excited about stuff that doesn't exist. Been here, the secret to your success survey. I'll click the link so you can see what I'm talking about. It's called this one right here, personalitymax.com. Go here, just click that once and you start the free test. So I'll click the example report so you can see what I'm talking about. Thanks, Purdue. No thanks. Example report, it can look pretty intense. There's a lot of stuff. So it'll say, it's going to tell you your personality type, which is your Myers-Briggs. This is kind of like a table of contents, right? Your temperament, it's in there, this NF, right? So let me expand that. So your personality type is 4 letters. Your temperament is 2 letters in there. Your preferences, are you an extrovert, introvert, right? Your multiple intelligences, this is Gardner's. We actually study Gardner's in here, talk about children. So why would we talk about children when we're not talking about you? So I included it in here, right? And then your learning style. Okay. You can share and save your report. Yeah. So there's a lot here. This is just an example, but this is what it gives you after you take the survey. You don't write a 20-page report. You will never write a 20-page report in this class. Never. At the 4-year, yeah. And an upper division class here, yeah. Not here. Make sense? We keep it like developmentally appropriate to the community college person and brain and life. I don't need to overshoot it. I don't need to make it too easy. It's somewhere in the middle, right? So again, what I'm saying to people is just go through the, just literally open the module and just go down it. Just click down it. You're reading a lot and watching videos. And then when it comes to the end, you're doing some work. So just get familiar, click through everything, get familiar and start working on it. You have till Sunday. This should take you tops 3 hours.
Is this all we have to do for this week?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's it. No book stuff, no content. This is just prep. Think of it as like personal, like you're cleaning your room and cleaning up your files on your laptop and, you know, getting your laundry all folded so your whole environment's nice and stable. That's what this week is. You're getting ready to learn. And next week, chapter 1. Trust me. You have other
So
classes.
next week on campus, right?
Yes, next week is, well, that's the trick. Monday is a holiday.
Oh, next Monday, right?
A week from today is a holiday.
Oh, so we don't meet you next week? Even on Zoom?
The campus will be locked and closed. I am not supposed to work on a federal national holiday. You will never be required to come to campus or do a Zoom meeting on a federal national holiday. Now, trust me, my friends' kids who went to Mount Sac, their teacher was like, yeah, I'm lecturing. Nope. 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 No. So
Isn't next week the 29th and the Labor Day is on the 5th?
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
that's
week is
right.
the 29th.
yes, you are correct, Ryan. Thank you.
I think you meant to say next week instead
next
week, right?
Next week. So
I got so confused too.
So I'm looking at August. So today's the 22nd. Next Monday is the 29th. Yes, we meet. Yes, we meet. Yes.
So
yes,
this
yes,
is
we meet.
why I asked you if we
Thank
meet on
you.
campus
Thank
next
you.
week.
I was wrong. I am so sorry. I
You're
love Labor Day. That's why
yeah,
I
you're fine.
love Labor Day. That's why I'm excited for it. And then the following week is the 5th. Then we do not meet on the 5th. So next week, Monday, 10:15, U99.
And next Tuesday, U99.
Yeah, I'll be here Mondays and Tuesdays, but you don't have to come Mondays and Tuesdays. You just come one of the times. Because if you came Monday and Tuesday, you're going to hear the exact same lecture.
If you come on both days, that'll be great, right?
Yeah, you could, but you're going to hear the exact same lecture twice. Now, trust me, there's times where I have an audiobook or I took a class and I wanted to listen to the lecture twice. It's up to you. It's a lot, but it's up to you. If you're already here on campus, you know, it's cool. My classroom's pretty gnarly. I got a lot of stuff in there. It's not clean yet either. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that today. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited. So yeah, so every Monday except the holiday. So the only Monday holiday that interrupts our class is on September 5th. The rest of the holidays are like Thursday or like Wednesday through Saturday. So it doesn't really disrupt our class. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Right, we had a question on how to get to Canvas. Just in case you've never done it before, I literally go to our regular website, so scccollege.edu. Right up here, you can do this. Click it there. Or if you're pulling up a new tab, once you've logged on to Canvas, there's a vanity URL, meaning like a shortcut. So if you look at it, if you type in instructure, like if I type it in INST, gives me Instagram. But if you look here, this is the logo for Canvas. This is our Canvas. This is our district, Rancho Santiago Community College District .instructure.com. So if you were going to College of the Canyons, I think it would say canyons.instructure.com. Right? So once you've logged on to Canvas, you can get to it really easy. So look at it, it's giving me 5 bookmarks on how to get there. Through all pages, show the comments, that's where it was. There's my login. There's my login. There's another, that's where, this is the current tab that's over there. Yeah. So, but otherwise, the first time you want to go it, you click it here. You're going to get something that looks like this. You just click that. And there's help desk right there. There's a 24-hour support. And you click it, you click there. And look at that. There's the vanity right there, rsccd.instructure.com. Because I know sometimes you're logging in on different devices, you know, but you could always start on our SCC page and hit Canvas. What's that right there? Now, again, if you've never used it before, I would suggest to go through all like the how-to videos. I do put a few links in the first module right here. This one. This one says, hey, are you good at Canvas? Are you kind of medium at Canvas? Are you horrible at Canvas, right? Here's video guides. Because I know you guys aren't going to read like a how-to. We all need videos, you know? And they use it, they do them from like a really nice clean video. They're really, really nice. And again, settings are important because this is where your emails connect. Now also settings are going to give you, if I start moving stuff around, I already set up all the dates for everything, but let's say I got the wrong date, right? And I put something that it's due on Sunday, but I've accidentally put it Saturday. If I go on the calendar, the course calendar, which I can do right now, if I move something, sometimes depending on your settings, you're going to get a notification I moved something. So here is our calendar. Now this only integrates into iCal, I believe, but I just use it from here. So our class is green. This is the stuff that's due today. It's an 11:59, so it means, hey, read me. That's it. Once you click on it once, it comes off your to-do list. Okay. So I put all the ones here, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. I put 2.1s. I put 3.133. Then at the end, you only have those two. And then guess what? Monday starts chapter one. This is how you read it. Look at 11:59. Hey, read me. 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 Read me. And we'll go over all of this in class. Trust me on this. And then guess what's due? Friday, the notes are due. And now I have to go to the next month to show you what's due. There are those notes right there. And then look at what's due at the end on Sunday. The reflection, the theory practice, which is the discussion board, and the quiz. That's
So the ones with the green, they're all like the homework assignments?
Every single one of these is your calendar for this class. You might not be able to see all of them right now because the modules aren't open. I'm just showing you what your calendar looks like. It's like this predictable hamster wheel, so on Mondays, hey, I open the module, read the introductory page. It's like this long. Read the link to the OER book. It's like this long. And read these sections. Read them by Tuesday or read them by Wednesday. It doesn't matter. But notes Friday and everything else due Sunday. So it looks all the same. And remember, chapter 1, 2, 3 is one unit. Then we have an exam. And if you want to do portfolio, this is the extra credit I put on Saturday. See this?
The exam, it's not like a open book quiz, open book, right?
As many times as you need to take it, as much time as you need to take it. You may use your notes. You may work with a friend.
Oh, you could?
Yes, you guys can FaceTime and do the test and the quizzes. You just cannot have the same essay answers.
Oh.
You could do the multiple choice and the true false and match it together. But when it comes to the essay, it needs to be your words or else that is plagiarism. In class, I've done group tests before. Sitting in class. What's the difference? It's hard to, you're like, wait a minute. Every other teacher ever has never, ever allowed any of the, yeah, it's hard to switch gears because I know I'm not the majority. A lot of teachers are pretty mean about stuff. And I just don't think that facilitates learning. Especially if we're talking about how kids learn. Why would I treat you guys differently than the kids we're learning about? It makes no sense. So I'm only slightly a hypocrite when I don't realize it. But for the most part, again, I have a teenager and that's his favorite word. You're a hypocrite. You went 1 mile over the speed limit, Mom, you're a hypocrite. I'm like, it's your favorite word. I love it. Which is age appropriate for a teenager. They're testing boundaries and they're questioning adults. That's normal. I try not to laugh at him. It's because that doesn't help. Right? So again, if this seems like the boundaries are a little bit mushy, it's because things are a little bit different. Yeah. It might be very comfortable for some people. It might be very anxiety provoking for other people. But again, those are bell curve of life where some people live out here in the fringe and most of us just want the flexibility. Yeah. Okay. So today, your job is to go through the module. Just go through, you don't have to do all of it. Just read it, poke through it, plan your week. Or if you're the person who wants to get it all done today, get it all done today. Whatever works for you and your schedule. Some people are like, God, it's 11:42. I got to go to work. That's your gig. That's cool. Some people are like, dude, 11:42. I need a nap. That's cool. That's your schedule, right? So just go down here. I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to process it through YouTube and I'm going to post it right here. So if you guys want to hear this whole thing over again, you're welcome to it. Yeah, makes sense. So just work down. That's it. That's all you need to do.
That's all day by day,
Yeah, or you could do them all today.
or like all like anytime this week.
Yep.
Oh, so that's why it has like the dates for like August 28, August 23rd, August
That's the
24th.
due date. Yeah, that's the due date.
Oh, the due date's the 28th, right?
Sunday.
Then starting next Monday, we start chapter 1 together, right?
Yeah, it's gonna look like this.
Let me see. Oh.
Yeah, and there's an intro. Here's a link to the book. Here's each section sectioned out, and there's not a lot. And these are really small. But when we get to the theories, I add a bunch of videos. So I really do believe that most people are visual processors. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about Freud and Erikson and
How
Pavlov.
long are they?
Say it again.
How long are they?
They're all chapters are different.
Oh.
All chapters are different. So this first chapter, very short. Raise hand, Marcia. Yes. The question about the book. What? Please.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Marcia, jump in.
Okay. So I'm on the book right now, and I was wondering, do we have to create like a profile or something? Because it says username and password and sign in at the top. I was wondering about that because when I click on principles of development, the first one, it's like it's just like one page. So how do we get to like chapter 1?
Wait, are you saying you're already in chapter 1 or not?
Yeah, I clicked on the book, like you have it right there on the screen. I clicked on the book.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then it showed the book, and then it says principles of development, and then it talks about a little bit of information right there, but it says then it goes to
So like this
well, that's it.
1.1, 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah,
I'm
so
telling
I
you-
clicked on
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this right now. The reason I give you the book early is so you can kind of poke around. But I did say this chapter is really short. And I mean, it's like,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
no, it's okay. This is like weirdly, that's it.
Okay.
For page
Okay.
1.1.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
That's
just
it.
being nervous. I'm just
No,
nervous.
it's okay.
that's
But
why.
you're checking out. You're like, she said it was short. Did she really mean it was this short?
I did hear you say that, but it didn't.
And
register.
then
So-
I think you hit peer review, or look at up here, username and password. I think that's for people who are editing it. I don't even have.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have to.
My-
It's a good question.
My screen looks just like yours. Okay.
Okay,
So
cool.
once you reminded me of that. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so I don't have. You guys don't have to sign in here at all. I think that's for
Okay.
people who are editing it, because this is people can change the book, but only authorized
Oh.
people could change the book. So I don't even have to do that. So look, you can click right here, 1.2 periods of development. This is like it for the whole 1.2. It's like not a whole lot.
Wait, what did you just click on?
1.2.
1.2.
So here,
Oh,
I'll
I
go
see
back
it.
to
Okay.
1.1. It's
Okay.
like that's it. That's it right there. Boom. That's it. You're like,
Oh,
that's really it?
okay.
1.2 is a little bit longer. And it talks about kind of the ages, right? So we talk about
Okay.
babies before they're born. Then we talked about already infancy and childhood. So like 0 to like 2-ish. Yeah. Then early childhood.
Okay.
So 3 to 5. And then middle childhood, 6 to 11. Adolescence is like 12 and up. So it talks about, then it breaks it down again. Prenatal, infancy, early childhood, middle childhood, adolescent. That's it for 1.2. That's it. It's not a
Okay,
lot.
thank you.
It's not, no,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to walk through it just so because these are questions will come up. People are like, really? That's the book? That's like really little. It's like, yes, but trust me, you're going to be like about 5 chapters in, you're going to be like, geez, people, do we have enough stuff in here? We're just talking about babies' brains, God. And you're going to be like, yeah, there's a lot. So
We
then
just
here,
read everything from there, right?
yeah, just read it. Yeah. I give you links in the module to click it here, or you could read it on your own. You can read ahead. That's why I give it to you guys early. I didn't give it to you next week with chapter 1. I give it to you now. Poke around, right? Marsha's like, is it really this? I'm like, yeah. It gets going. Let's just say. So then we talk about, right? This one's 1.3 now, right? So issues in development are just like, what are the things that people actually study about kids? Is it about our biology or our environment, nature versus nurture? Or is our development like a rainbow, or is it like stairs? Right? Is our
Yeah.
development active or passive? That's it for chapter.
I just needed a little help because I usually purchase the books.
Yeah,
So I usually have it
it's a weird,
my
it's a
first
weird,
time.
it's a weird feeling when you're not purchasing. It's a little bit of a
Yeah,
adjustment. Yeah.
it is.
And then guess what? Excuse me. Then we go to research methods. Now, mind you, I had an entire class at Cal State Fullerton on research methods. Boring, but important, right? If you guys get one portion of one chapter. So they talk about the different types of research methods. Are you doing an observation? Are you doing an experiment? Are you doing a double-blind study? Are you doing a case study? Are you doing a survey, right? I will ask you, if you were a theorist, what research method would you use? So this one's a little bit longer because trust me, it's a whole class in 1.4. And then ethics. Do you abuse people while you're researching them? No. And that's it. So that one's a little bit longer. Yeah. So then guess what? 1.5, and that's the end of the chapter. This one's the longest part. It went short and it got bigger. Trust me, it's like the starting line. It's getting there. And then here's a theory. It's an idea. And so then we talk about Freud. Then we talk about his theory, strengths and weaknesses. Then we talk about Erickson. So what I did is, you guys are reading this stuff. Yeah, it's fine. It's easy to read. It's a little boring. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple pictures. It's great. In our stuff over here, I added the videos, because if I just said, yeah, read the book and take the quiz, boring. And sometimes you can read a book and take the quiz, but having a video illustrate things, it helps us learn differently, right? Some people are visual. Some people, I can tell you what, for me, I get, when a lot of text on a page, I get distracted very easily. And then I have to be like, oh, what did I just read? Can't remember anything I just read. So I was thinking about the dog, or whatever. Did I feed her this morning? Yeah, I think so. That kind of stuff. And then I'm like, what did I just read? So the videos back up the reading. So the book only has book stuff. But in my class, I say, here's your book stuff, and here's some videos. That's how I do it. And by the way, this isn't just the class according to my brain. This is how the state of California wants all of our classes, for the most part. We have a rubric for our classes. Did you make sure that this was ADA compliant? Did you source this, embed it? Does a screen reader read that? Is like all the stuff. Trust me, I have rules upon rules to make it look good. And my stuff's not perfect, but it's getting there. Again, if I'm a advocate for Canvas for my peers, my professors, I need to have my stuff good. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. I give myself a solid, like a 90%. Like, it's an A. Could be better, could be worse. But again, this is where I ask you guys, if you see typos, or every once in a while, sometimes the videos disappear. Yeah. I'll try to find something better. But these are all the theorists. I found really cute videos. I try to keep the videos to like 3 to 5 minutes, because that's why TED Talks are only 12, because even the most sophisticated brain can only focus for about 10 or 12 minutes. So I typically don't use TED Talks unless I put it as like a bonus at the end, and watch it if you want. I will put a TED Talk in a discussion board. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, one more in chat. Do we need to bring a laptop to class? Do you take your notes on a laptop? Because I don't well, do just in case. I'm starting to
I think it would be better to bring a laptop in case, right?
well, not everybody takes notes like that. So it's up to you. Yeah, some people
And
don't work that way.
can I ask you another thing?
Sure, jump in.
And also for child development 107 textbook, I thought we were going to use this one instead. Is this not right?
What does it say on there?
Can you see it?
No, but what is it? What is the author?
It doesn't have an author
Turn it over.
or here, yeah.
Can you read it to? I cannot read that at all, honey. Does it say Paris as the author? Because that's really just like that's just a physical copy of this one. This right here. Here's the right here. This is these are the authors: Paris, Ricardo, Raymond, and Johnson.
They actually don't say that on here.
So our bookstore does carry a few hard copies of this PDF.
That's what the bookstore gave me
And yeah,
when I went to it.
he
bookstore.
asked me, what book do you use? I tell him this one. So that's your hard copy of this. You don't have to have it, but I like it.
I think it's better too. So do you mind if I keep it?
It's your money.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your money. So yeah, I put it in a binder. I put it in.
Does it tell all the same thing in here?
I don't know because I literally printed out my own.
Oh, you
And
printed
right here it says
yours.
full book. You can print out the full book
Let
or
me see.
print out a page. So you're not going to know until you open it, but I think it's the same one. All of our 107 professors use this book now, all of us.
I hope it's the same thing.
There's no reason for them to carry a different book.
Oh.
There's no reason because we don't use a different book. Other campuses I know have like different, no, we use. The point is we're trying to make college more affordable for students. And again, trust me, on our state, or the state of California is trying to align all of the child development classes to use this book. So if you live in Eureka or Yreka or Siskiyou, you could take a class here and we're talking about the same book. Or I have a friend who's at Yosemite Community College and she could be like, hey, like I'm going to be out of town for like chapter 5 lecture. Can I send my students your Zoom link? Yeah. Why not? It's the same book, right? We're trying to make it easy for you guys. Yeah. So hard copies, that's cool. That's cool. How much was it? How much was it, by the way? Yuri? Give her a second. Haley, she may have gotten.
Yes.
How much was it?
I think it was like 17 something or 20 something.
See, that's worth it. To me, yeah.
I think that's what they told
Yeah,
us when
because
we
if
bought
you
it.
like printed it out at home, you're going to spend that in cartridges and paper.
Because I prefer to have a hardcover textbook.
Yeah. All right, Hallie.
I have a question about notes. So
Yeah.
are we turning in notes online through Canvas?
Yes.
Yes.
I
okay.
will jump ahead. On this one because some people get really nervous about this. So
Oh yeah, how does that work?
yeah. So check this out. Ask yourself right now in your own head, what is my favorite way to take notes?
On paper. So if I do it on paper, can I turn it in person to you or through
Just
Canvas?
take a picture.
Okay.
Take a picture. Upload the picture.
Okay.
So check this out. This is what the notes look like. This is just chapter 1. Okay. And I give you examples. Now, I believe everybody takes notes differently. So do it your way, but it has to be enough, right? So if I outline the chapter, it's a little crazy, right? It's like on the old book, it was like 7 pages. For me, outlining this chapter, it's definitely 2 full pages, like single space with like, indents and Roman numerals and that, the very traditional. I'm very traditional that way. But I'm okay with people handwriting it, right? But remember, handwriting is bigger than typing. So on typing, I expect 2 pages. On handwriting, I expect 4. Does it make sense? So it's equal. So people are getting equals, right? So even the rubric here, for the minimum points, you have to upload a 2-page single space type line outline or similar. Now, if you want to do bullet points, check marks, that's cool. But for handwritten notes, about 4 pages. Sometimes people do like 3 3/4. I'm like, yeah, that's not 4 pages. Even on the typed one, people are like, I'm going to do like 18-point font and these big margins. Nope, don't do that. Keep it a 12-point font, 1-inch margins, just relax. You know, and I'm not going to get out my ruler, but I'm a mom, you know, so I see it, right? And I'll tell you, hey, this is a really great start. Push yourself. You can either resubmit or push yourself more next week to make it a full 2 pages or a full 4 pages. Or you'll hear me say, I love it, the colors are great. Now, some people are crazy and are give me 12 pages. That's cool. Maybe you'll get an extra 10% or extra 20%, but I don't go nuts. But if your style is like that, that's your style. Now, lastly, for those people who are super artistic, give me a mind map. Give me something visual. If you're a graphic designer, give me like give me I don't know, like an anime cartoon of the chapter. I don't care. Has to be 1 page, it has to be in color, has to use about 25 chapter concepts. Now, our first chapter is a little short, so I'll be flexible. And again, this is like training wheels, right? So I'm not gonna be like, no, your notes were terrible first week. I'm gonna be like, hey, here's some tips and tricks for next week, right? So I also give these highlights here. These are all videos. How to do a regular, these are college students sharing their videos on YouTube on how to outline the chapter. And this one's like handwriting it. This is the bulleted list situation. This is how to do a mind map, that visual thing. There's another like app for visual note taking. Love those. You know what? I have to tell you what, if you want another format, ask me. I am flexible. Again, the notes are not for me. They are for you. So why would they be my way or the highway? They need to be in your format. So does that make sense?
So there's no wrong way to take
There's
notes?
no wrong way to do it as long as you're doing enough. That's it.
Okay.
To
Makes
type it,
sense?
does it have to be 2 pages?
So like for the first, like somebody asked, like Giselle said, the chapter's small, for notes on paper, do you expose? No. Do your best.
Do you care how many pages it takes? Like it would take?
Yeah,
notes?
you have to leave early. If you have to leave, I know we're over time, so if you have to leave, leave. It's good.
Oh no, I can stay.
No, I know
for-
other people were like, I have another class. Yeah, go. I'll post
Oh,
it.
by the way,
Yeah.
to type, if you want to type notes on your laptop, does it have to be 2 page?
It has to be at least 2 pages.
And if you want to handwrite it, does it have to be 4+ page?
It has to be 4+ pages. Do you see the
So-
difference?
Yeah. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is like if I'm typing the notes and you're sitting next to me, you're handwriting the notes, your handwriting is going to fill up 2 pages real quick because handwriting is usually bigger. So you're not giving me as much content as somebody typing it.
But I think typing it on your laptop is faster, right?
But everybody likes it different. Listen, you can put on an audio and type audio. It's up to you. Whatever works best for me. I'm not a really, if I'm really caffeinated, I'm a great typist, but I don't like to hyper caffeinate just to type. I will put on a boom mic and talk my notes in a lot of times. Why not? So whatever works best for you. And this outline thing, this one looks exactly the same every week. You're just producing something for a different chapter. So the instructions are pretty much the same. Make sense? Discussion boards change it up, but the rules are the same. The rubric's the same. That makes sense?
To type it on a laptop, where would you type it?
I would keep a Word document, whatever.
What about Google Docs? Or
Yeah,
something?
you could do Google Docs. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's easier because I feel like most people do it like that.
It's up to you. If you want to do Google Docs, you want to do Word, if you want, whatever. People do pages on Mac.
Anything like that.
I can't accept doc pages. Canvas doesn't accept doc pages.
Can you accept Google Docs?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Esther asked if you can't come to class, am I going to mark you down? No. You can't come to class, am I going to mark you down? No. If you can't come to class, I will not mark you down. The problem is, how are you going to get the lecture? Because once I'm in front of the class, I'm not recording this. Make sense? So if you can keep up without this, and a lot of people can, a lot of people need this. That's why I was trying to Out of my whole department, I'm the only one teaching face-to-face classes. Because I think it's important. There's certain people who need face-to-face. And that's why I kind of cut it down from 3 hours a week to an hour and a half. So you can come and get into that motion of coming to campus, but you don't have to come 2 days. You don't have to come for 3 hours. You get it short and sweet, and you get what you need, and then you do the rest at home. Makes sense?
Also, will we be using this?
Oh, that's a different class. That's Child Development 110. And yes, we will be using that.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask you that we're gonna have a child development 10 class tomorrow on Zoom, right?
110 is tomorrow at Zoom on 12 o'clock. At
12 o'clock.
Same,
Yeah.
same Zoom room number.
Yes.
Makes
I
sense?
actually found that in your email.
Cool. Yeah, I'm the same Zoom room number, and I like the numbers are kind of easy to remember. But once you
Mhm.
log on, it saves me in there. So that's exciting. Yeah. And then 110 is the class that happens after this class. It's okay to take them together. It's a lot of work, but I have a very similar format. It's just different ways of looking at a child. In this class, we look at their biology, like what they were born with. In 110, we look on the outside influences, right? So let's say you were born a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter, but your outside influences, your parents like got divorced and then you moved to Afghanistan. That's a big outside influence. You're still a girl or a boy, right? So this class talks about what you have on the inside, how your brain works, how your body's growing, what emotions you have. 110 is saying, okay, are you the oldest child or the youngest child? Do you belong to this culture or that culture? Do you live in this country or that country, right? So it's all the outside influences. So it's very cool. You can take both of them at the same time, but it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
To find the homework, you just click assignments, right?
You can't, this is, I always tell people, go to your grading page. I can't see your grading page. Go to grades. When you hit grades, it's going to give me a whole list of everybody. When you go
Like
to your grades,
what you need or what you're missing.
yes. That's what when I was a student, I would go to grades and be like, all right, wait, I missed that, or when is that due, or, right? But also, you have your syllabus. You can go to assignments, or you can go to modules. I just say, go to your grade sheet. Everything is lined up on your grade sheet.
So assignments is actually the right thing, right?
I would, yeah.
Oh.
It's like everything kind of like funnels into your grade sheet. If I've created it as an assignment, it should show up on your grade sheet. Now that you can't see everything right now, because remember, I'm hiding it just for this first week.
So how does this week work today? Yeah, how does this week work?
You're just doing the first module.
Let me see.
Yeah, this where it says start here, course information and preparation. Start here. That's it. You're doing that. That's it.
All for this week, right?
That's it.
Oh, so nothing to turn in this week?
You will be doing these assignments at the end of that. There's no papers. There's no paperwork, but you're submitting all of these things by Sunday.
It will submit in Canvas, right?
All in Canvas.
Okay.
No, it has nothing to do with the book.
Okay,
This
so
is for
it
you to
shouldn't.
look at.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be too bad then, right?
Yeah. Just go down this one module and
Not
you'll
too
be
hard.
fine. Yeah. But spend
Oh.
extra time getting comfortable with Canvas and how Canvas works.
It's
and how
my
to-
first year using Canvas. That's
It's a
why.
lot. So you know what, as you navigate and click, and get comfortable with how things are shown up. Some people like it, this like only look at modules, and some people only look at their grade sheet. Some people look at the assignments. And so it just is your way. I just give you options.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best part. Because in high school, it's usually the teacher's way and there's no options. But in college,
Where do we find, oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead, Marcia.
Oh, I was wondering, because I was looking on the prep for one intro discussion. Where do we find the rubric again? Because it's saying,
I think
You
you
have
have
to-
over here in rubric. Over here. It looks like maybe I don't have the one for the first one. So let me
Okay,
I'll
'cause-
have that one.
okay,
And what I'll do is I know a lot of people forget to go over here to rubric, so I'll put it in the instructions towards the
it's
bottom.
usually on the right-hand side though, right?
Yeah,
upper
yeah,
right-hand
it's
side.
right over here. It says rubrics.
Okay,
It's usually there, but you know what? Sometimes I do tweak the assignments and the rubrics aren't perfect, so I will look at that.
oh, okay,
I will look at that. And what I'm trying to do also, because I know people forget to look there, is I try to put it at the bottom of the assignment now. So
oh, okay.
like a real quick like an explanation of the rubric.
Okay.
It helps. It helps.
So later on, we might be able to find it.
Yeah, but the first intro board is just follow the instructions. You'll get it.
Okay.
It's not hard. I don't make it hard the first week at all. There's just a lot to go through. It's not hard though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just like I know, just get your feet wet. That's what we're doing this week. We're just getting our toes wet. That's it. Okay, so it is after 12. We went a little bit late, but I think more information is better than not enough. I will post this through, takes about an hour or two to get it through YouTube and whatnot. But I think we've got a lot of going on. So just give yourself, this is what I tell people. You think it's, oh, this will only take me 10 minutes. Give yourself triple the time what you think it's going to take, just to be safe. Because how many times you'd be like, oh, this will just take me an hour. And then like 3 hours later, you're like, So just give yourself extra time to get comfortable. You're learning something new. You are essentially a newborn in this class.
I had one more question.
Yes, yes.
So I'm also taking 108, and I had a question because I could have swore, but I might just be like a little bit worried or stressed out because it's just starting. I could have swore that I had a discussion like with that our class was meeting with you on a Tuesday, and that I think I had it, the 108 was meeting at the same time.
No, 108
happens?
108 is Saturdays.
Oh, Saturdays. Okay. Okay.
Unless you're
thank
thinking
you.
of 110, because I can tell you
I haven't
108,
taken that one yet.
well, 108 has a prerequisite of this class.
110 is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 110 is tomorrow. So what I'm saying, Marcia,
Okay.
you might have gotten 108 and 110 confused.
Okay.
So look at that and then email me. Because I guarantee
Wait, what 110 is that's part of this one? 107?
no, 110 is
Oh.
tomorrow at noon.
That's a different class. though.
Different class, yeah. And 108
Okay,
is a different
okay.
class, but I know 108 is only Saturdays.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's okay. Always ask me because listen, I have like 10 other faculty in my department and we all work really well together. I can help you out with
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Heck yeah. That's what
All
I'm
right.
here
Thank
for.
you.
Do
Yeah.
you prefer emailing or texting if we have any questions?
Canvas inbox.
So no texting you or something?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to give you my cell number.
Oh,
No, I've done it before and I had people texting me at 2 a.m.
oh really?
Yes.
I
On
actually
Easter.
never do that.
On Easter. So go down here and use Pronto. You're right. Oh, Alex,
Pronto.
use Pronto or just the inbox right here.
Okay. And we can send an email there? Can you
Yeah.
click? Wait, let me see the inbox thing.
So when I click inbox, you're going to see people emailing me. So all you have to do is hit this compose a new message.
Oh, then it should.
That, yeah. And then it'll.
Oh yeah, there's a send button. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
At first, I thought you would use like Gmail or something.
We don't, other campuses are integrated with Google, but we are not.
Some schools do use Gmail, I know.
Yeah, but we are not.
Okay, so
Cal State
inbox here, right?
Yeah, I think Cal State Fullerton does, but we don't. Yeah.
Oh,
So look, I just have people here telling me, oh, I'm not going to make it to class. And I'll just email them back after
Oh.
class and say, no worries. Maybe you can come Tuesday. Same class. Yeah, is that cool?
In your instructions, does it tell you how to get the Pronto on
It's
the left-hand
Pronto
side?
gets everybody. Everybody has Pronto.
I don't see it
automatically.
on mine.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to scroll down. It's hidden.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you just have to scroll down. But Pronto is extra, but it's paid for by your fee. So not everybody using Canvas has Pronto. We have Pronto because of it. Like if you use Pronto right now, it'll come to my cell phone like a text. So that's the
Because I
version.
only have
Yeah.
on the left-hand side, it says account, dashboard, courses, calendar, inbox, history, and help. And I scroll down, there's no Pronto.
Interesting. Maybe you just have to reload it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever loaded it.
No, it comes there no matter what. It shows it's offered by the district of Rancho Santiago.
Would there be some reason why I don't just already have it?
Call the helpline.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I do know that it only shows up when the classes are published. So until I published the classes yesterday, it wasn't there for me. But since you're in the class, it's published for you. So I don't know why that wouldn't be it. Good. All right, I think we did a lot. We did a lot. If you happen to be on campus today, there is an open house for the Black Student Achievement Center at 1 o'clock. So I will be down there. I'm really, really excited. I'm hopefully my son will come and be a part of that program when he gets
When
here.
I checked inbox, it says no conversation selected.
Well, because you haven't sent any emails.
Oh, so like, how do I need to put your email if I have any questions?
So click this,
Yeah.
this little right here,
Mhm, I see that.
and then you can select the course. It's up to you, like which course it is. Select our course. It's 16473, right? 107, section number 164.
And also 110 is there, right?
Yeah, but all you have to do is like put, and I think you get to put my name in, since I don't
Where?
wait.
It doesn't even say to put your
So
name
here?
on it.
So once you
Oh,
pick the
two?
course, you get a 2 button. So I can do you and see Yuri. There you go. There your name pops up.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
for
am
me-
in there.
I think you put in Marianne. Yep, there's me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can email all the people in the class or just me. Type in my
Or
name.
you can click on the little person on the right-hand side and it
Yeah,
says,
right here, and it tells you who's in the class.
yeah,
Teachers,
teachers.
students, course sections. Yeah.
You click
Oh,
on
yeah.
teachers and then it'll show you.
Yeah, it's all in there. It's all in there. Yeah. And once you email me, it just gets easier. So just poke around and play around with it. It gets easier as you go, but give yourself extra time. Like maybe like an hour a day just to learn Canvas for the first few weeks. It's
Maybe
only-
I'm just not used to it since it's my first year using Canvas.
yeah, it's a new language.
Yeah.
It's a new language. Give yourself some time. If you were learning a
Mhm.
brand new language, would you just do it for like 5 minutes a day? I do Duolingo for about 30 minutes a day, at least 2 15-minute sessions a day. Huh. So again, give yourself time to learn this stuff. It takes a minute. All right, well, I'm gonna go because I gotta go. You guys gotta go. But email
So-
me, email me and I will answer your emails today.
This week you just go on to assignments, right?
Go to the first module and just read down every single thing.
How do I find modules?
When you're in Canvas, it says modules, and then click modules.
All courses?
No. You're in choose our course. It's green.
Yeah.
So click that once. So now you're going to just be in the controls for just our class.
Modules, yeah.
Like modules.
Yeah, I got it.
C2. There you go.
And that's all for this week? Okay.
That's it for this week.
There's nothing for August 26 or 27?
Nope.
Nothing,
Because-
right?
So that gives you time to work on the stuff that's due
Just
on the-
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To
Okay, so
catch up,
So
right?
email me so I can wrap up the video and get this posted.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to catch up, okay.
Yeah,
got
email
it.
me and I'll get back to you guys later today.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I think if that's it,
Yeah, it's more than
think-
it. We covered a lot.
I know.
Okay. And then I will see you guys hopefully face to face on Monday.
Tomorrow too on Zoom.
Yeah, if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.